Hey parents, I'm here to give you some advice. I know way too many parents who continue to fund their child's lifestyle after their son or daughter becomes an adult. Some of our sons and daughters never worked. Some of them rely on us for car payments and insurance payments and cell phones and handouts left and right. And then when they turn 18 or they get jobs, some parents don't require their kids to contribute. When did we start doing this? I got an allowance when I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, and for every chore I did, I got a quarter. And with that money, I would go and buy Swedish fish or whatever. That was the money we had to earn. When I was 12 years old, my mom said, "We will pay for your needs, you pay for your wants. If you want something, you go out and work and get it." And that meant I had to babysit or collect newspapers from the neighbors or go cut grass or whatever. I had my first job I was babysitting from the age of 12 on up, and then I got a job at the state fair when I was 15, and then I got a job at Taco Bell. So I always worked for what I wanted. For my birthday, we get like $20 and a birthday party. That's what we got. And so today, parents are continuing to fund their children's lifestyles, their adult sons and daughters. And some of these sons and daughters at the age of 20, 24, 26 are still living at home. If you don't believe me, I watched Married at the First Sight, and there was a 30-something-year-old guy living in his parents' basement. This is no joke. So what I'm going to tell you is it's going to be tough because they are going to kick and scream. You've seen these spoiled brats on Dr. Phil, and one girl went from $10,000 a month to $1,000 a month. So it ended up being weird. She said, "I can't live on that." Well, BS. And Dr. Phil said, "Cut her off and go get a job," and she threw it all out hissy fit. So our kids are spoiled. So what do? You need to save for a rainy day. These kids don't mind bleeding you dry. If you had a pint of blood left in your body, they tell the doctor, hook her up and put an IV, and God, I'm going to take that too. It's our choice. It's your choice. It's your account. When do we allow our sons and daughters the opportunity to believe our money is their money? And even in a marital relationship, 50% is most you're going to get if you get divorced. But we're giving our kids 50, 75, 80, 100%. What are we thinking? Now I'm going to tell you, I don't care what it takes. They can kick and scream and this and that. Stop enabling them. Cut them off. And I'll tell you what you can do. If you're the kind of parent that always bought used cars, because back then a beater with a heater, $2,000-$3,000 car, and we were able to get it fixed. And a couple $100, maybe you needed tires and an oil change or whatever. Save your money. And what you can do is start using your money to go on vacation for you. Start taking care of yourself. But most important, I think what I did is I splurged a little on a vehicle. Now since I don't know, the past 7 years, I've decided to treat myself and get a nice set of wheels. And I don't spend 50, 75, $100,000 on a car, but I spent more than 10,000, and the first nice vehicle I got was a Nissan Juke. It was a manual transmission. It was fun. I learned how to drive stick in the military. It was a lot of fun. So I spent, I think, 12,000 on that one. Back then, when cars were reasonable, and eventually that one was paid off, and I traded up, and I got something bigger because the Nissan Juke is a tiny car, and it had no trunk space in the back seat. You couldn't even put a car seat back there. So it was a tiny little car, but it was fun. And then I traded up to a Jeep, and I traded, I was able to get, I had equity and I traded it. So I didn't pay much more, but a vehicle with a warranty, so you don't have to worry about it. That will take you on road trips to see your friends, to go cross country, to go to a museum, to out to dinner. You can go on a bunch of adventures. I've used my vehicles. I go back in time. I do photography. I head out and go all over the place. So I just want to let you know, save that money for yourself. You're not a bank. When your money is gone and you only make so much, you can't just, if you give your kid $5,000 and you're making $3,000 a month, even if you're retired, how long is it going to take you to replenish that money? Your kids aren't going to pay you back. They're not even paying back their student loans. They're all crying because now the government's stepping in into withholding. Do you think your kids are going to pay you back? Absolutely not. Even if you have done it, even if you have a promissory note, I'll tell you what, the best thing you can do, close the bank of mom or dad, write it off, consider it a gift, and move on. I know the federal government allows parents, what my grandparents used to do is they were allowed to gift $10,000 a year to each child. Well, my grandparents used to gift like a couple thousand to each one of their children and their families and stuff like that. But consider it a gift. Write it off. That's all there is to it. If you can prove you've given your son or daughter a certain amount of money throughout the year, you claim it on your taxes. Because I don't know if they will then tax your son or daughter for the gift they've been given because that increases their yearly income. What if they could consider it income? Oh, they don't want to hear that, do they? So, anyways, that's all I've got. I hope this helps. I'm not trying to cause dissension in families. I'm trying to give parents a voice. You better go take that money and go buy a backbone. Knock it off. Stop allowing your kids to take your money. And if you keep enabling them, be quiet about it. It's embarrassing. I hear these stories. Some parents should be embarrassed. My kids are using me. No, you are handing them money. They're breaking into your accounts. You're giving them money. You're giving them cars and houses and education. You're not going to get paid back. Shut that. Close. Change those locks on your account. To be done with it. If they know your passwords, you better change it all. Go to the bank, close those accounts, open up new accounts, and don't give them the information. Knock it off. Give it to your attorneys. Give it to your best friend, but don't give it to your kids. Not if they don't like you. What's wrong? No, knock it off. That's all I've got, and I will be back.